biggest Sikh boxing show in the world. Social media is the talk of the town.
You need to be able to fight with your hands.
I'll just go in there and beat someone up.
Oh, God.
I'm not having this. I want my braids done tight.
When he goes in there, he's looking for blood. The mindset, that's probably the hardest thing to train.
You shouldn't fight on emotion.
Shaheed Singh's everyone, they're with you, they give you that spirit. Because otherwise, I wanted to quit right there and then.
Did you think early nights work?
After the left hook, yeah, I did.
See, my nose is splattered. When his hand gets raised, he didn't even think he won the fight.
But now it's 1-1.
Soor beat bachan ke bole. They call him the double champ, but he's never beat a champ.
This kid's a nightmare. I'm going to do him. Put me out there, to be honest. Where's the camera? The dream is...
I'm deciding whether I want it to be cut or not.
I don't really know what to say about it, to be honest. Definitely a bittersweet moment. We shared a bond in the ring.
Yeah.
And now he's not here with us. To be honest, I'm not done with us. I just want to fight.
Henry Nowak situation. So let's talk about it.
Police have done a really, a disservice to Henry. Ultimately, you could say that's what caused his death.
At the moment, a lot of the hungstings are getting trashed. Spotlight is on
Not
us,
Yeah.
and we've been rattled.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Guys, welcome back, Sikh Boxing Project podcast. This time it's a bit of a different one. We're in collaboration with GR8. We've done a few collaborations. They're the biggest Sikh boxing show in the world. Look at all these belts we've got behind us. Look at all these great fights we've got, which we're about to introduce now. So this podcast today, guys, what we're going to be doing is we're speaking to the fighters who actually fought on the first show. These guys are so influential now because if you look at what GR8's become now, you got like 50 fights on this new show. And that is crazy. And now it's like, if you see on social media, it's the talk of the town. Like, you got, and it's healthy competition. You got kids in school, they'll be talking about, oh, that person for that guy, rather than talking about stuff that they shouldn't be talking about. That's not really gonna help them. And it makes people look at that and be like, wow, I want to do that. Because what do we do in it? We idolize these boxers, Mike Tyson, but why don't we be like them? You know what I mean? And I think that's what you lot have also contributed to. These kids looking at you guys and being like, you know what, let's get out there. And that's why we started Sikh Boxing Project as well. So we're all part of the same mission together. Sikh Boxing Project, GR8, whatever title you want to give it. But anyway, that's with the introduction. Now let's introduce the fighters. So we've got Rajdeep Singh here. Rajdeep, tell us who you are and give us a lowdown, man. Age, height, everything.
Age, height. So I'm Rajdeep Singh. I fought on the first show with GR8. So getting into boxing, I'll just start from the beginning. So I didn't walk into a boxing gym until I was 21. So I started quite late, all things considering. I actually come from a Gatka background. That's what I've done since I was about 15. But it's something we were talking about in the car where Gatka now doesn't prepare you for fighting, hand-to-hand combat. Yeah. Put Shastra in my hand, that's a different conversation.
Yeah.
But the truth is, you need to be able to fight with your hands, especially, in light of recent events. And we should be able to handle ourselves. But yeah, I walked into a boxing gym at 21 just because I wanted to learn how to fight. It's a confidence thing when you can use your hands. A few months after starting boxing, I started karate as well. It's that thing of being a martial artist where I wanted to be able to kick as well as punch. And I'm 26, 5'10".
Yeah, sick. Nice one. Gagan Singh?
I fought on the first show as well. I'm Gagan Singh. 5'11". Just so you know, I'm probably about 90 kilos now.
You should just say 6, man, like that, man.
I should just go to 6 foot, really. That's what I say normally. But I've been into boxing since a young age, probably 10, 11. Told my dad, I saw UFC on TV, and I was like, I want to go do that. Did a bit of Muay Thai for a bit, had about 5-6 fights. And like Rajdeep was saying, it's my life, to be honest. All the time, even when I'm not fighting, I'm always in the gym training for my mental health anyway. But I remember fighting on the first show. It wasn't just me, it was a couple of my friends as well that fought. So we fought all together. It's like a different type of experience. But yeah, and now I'm 27. Had about 20 plus fights altogether. And then GR8 was one of them, yeah.
Wicked, man. Aman Singh?
Amandeep Singh from Leeds, 22, amateur boxer. I was one of the first to apply for the first GR8 events. When I initially saw the advert, I just thought, I had to sign up for this.
Amandeep Singh, 5'7", looking to get married.
He's more used to fighting this guy, isn't he?
That's what it is.
I'm not really a talker like that, man.
So, Hari Singh, so you were mentioning earlier, these three fighters that we have here today, they were the first to sign the paper, first to put themselves out there.
It's actually the first 5 fighters were these 3. We had Manjot for and Aaron from Gravesend.
Yeah.
Neither of them could be with us today. So yeah, they were the first 5. So naturally, when I wanted to put this podcast on, it was like, okay, who do we contact? Who can we get here as being part of that first show? And I think maybe a good place to start was Amadik's fight.
Yeah.
I think when you look at attention, putting GR8 on the map, and people anticipated this fight happening again. Everyone talked about that fight. It was like a statement fight of the show. So maybe a good place to start, Amadip Singh and Manjot.
So what was it when you first applied for the show? What did you think it was going to be? Did you think it was just a small community event? And did you think that it would end up going like this far?
And I thought to myself, all right, then this not been done before.
Yeah.
I'll just go in there and beat someone up.
Yeah.
That's initially what I thought. Didn't have any animosity towards my opponent.
Yeah.
But as we all know now, it did get a bit rowdy.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get onto that soon, aren't we?
Yeah. You guys had a Zoom call, right?
Yeah,
before the fight?
we did.
Yeah, what was that? Talk us through that, because we've all heard about it, but we've not really heard the ins and outs of
We
it.
want to know.
Hadi said we're gonna have this Zoom call, right? We're just gonna get to know about one another. You know, introduce me to my opponent and that.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be, friendly little Zoom call.
Yeah.
It wasn't that.
What was happening? Was he trying to like?
So essentially, my opponent was talking a lot.
A lot of smack.
And I didn't tolerate it, essentially, so
Yeah.
I wasn't having any of it.
Yeah.
I didn't say much on the call. It was more one-word answers.
Yeah.
Hadi Singh can tell you about that.
Yeah.
So with the call, actually, so look, they're both good kids, and when we're looking at, we wanted to make a national show, so we wanted representation from all over.
Yeah.
So Leeds, I think Manjot at that time was Hayes, West London. So we got them on the call, and it was more so to talk about, look, this is who you're fighting, these are the rules, going over the gloves, head guards, like a load of stuff that you would normally go through when setting up a fight. And it was just a really crazy call.
Yeah.
Because Manjot was just hell-bent. He's quite a funny guy anyway,
Yeah.
So he was hell-bent on winding this guy up, and I could see his face.
Yeah.
I could see his face on that call. Like, although he was silent and didn't say much, his face told everything.
Just anger, wasn't it? Just the anger building and building.
And I thought, is this a good thing to do? Because I don't know what this, obviously you do your research on the fighters, but I thought, this guy's a serious guy. So when, like, some of the stuff, for example, I would say, okay, rounds. Are we doing 3 by 1.5? We're going to do 3 by 2. And when George was like, Hadi, what are you talking about rounds for? Yeah. This guy's not making it back after the first round. He's not even making it back to his seat. So at first it was like, okay, it's fighter talk, it's getting a bit funny. And then I was like, okay, guys, what we doing? Vests, topless. And he's like, look at the state of him. How can he go in topless? Look at him, he's fat. And all this stuff like that. And I was thinking, oh, gosh, this is not how this call was supposed to go.
Yeah.
So it was like a complete wind-up situation. But sometimes fighters do that because you're trying to get under the skin.
Yeah.
So because it was early days, I didn't know, is that just Manjot's character?
Yeah.
Or is this a strategy to get under Aman's skin?
Yeah.
So that call went on, and literally, I have got a recording somewhere. I'm going to have to try and find this recording. And it was one of them calls where every other call that I did up until that point was civil. You got through it, but Manjot came on and he just blasted him with deep throughout that call.
Yeah, it's a shame we couldn't have him today, to be fair, because he is like for those who don't know him, he's like the Conor McGregor of GR8 boxing. Innit? So,
Conor McGregor, except he can't fight.
Exactly. You know what? I have to bring out Pangti, yeah. I always bring out Pangti in the podcast, but it goes very well here. I think it's like, obviously in Japanese it says, Sen siyan pala kowe te ikna chale nal. Like, you can do all these tricks, all these mind games, everything. But really and truly, it's like, through talking and all that stuff, it's action that you're really going to get judged on. And I think that's what Amin showed that day, There was a great fight, don't get me wrong, some people would actually say that maybe it could have gone Manjot's way. Or would you
Never.
speak to that?
I do want to ask you one thing, actually.
Yeah.
Who do you think won that fight?
I think if Manjot came today, I would have said it was 50-50. No, I'm joking. Straight up, I did. I watched. It was a long time ago since I watched it. To be fair.
Yeah, fair enough.
But when I watched it, I think you did. I think you had it in the second round. Even though the third it may have been a little bit close from what I remember. I think Manjot landed a bit of a.
We'll come to that.
Yeah.
We'll come to that later.
Yeah.
But like I think like just to go back because there was a bit of a build up before that fight, and so essentially what happened was because of all the needle, I had to say to security like just watch them two as well, you know, and Manjot's like super confident, super like shadow boxing in front of his face, and I think you said what was it in front of your family and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Man,
So
that's
I'm there at the event watching the fight. He's there shadow boxing, you know, showing off in the ring. And then he looks over to me and stares me down, and I'm like, no way. There's no way I'm not having this. Yeah. And I mean, I was already wound up initially, but that flipped a switch, man.
What actually happened before the fight, like Manjot's dad, wicked guy, really nice guy. And I saw Baji, I was like, Baji, come here. I was like, he's really getting under his skin. I was like, just tell Aman that Manjot's a nice guy. It's just a strategy. He's just playing around with you. Just tell him, because up until that point, all the fights, no drama, no issues, no problems. You don't want to, like, yes, look, it's boxing, but no one really wants to see anyone get hurt. First show, things like that. And Manjot's dad was like, don't, that's just Manjot. He's playing about with you. So his dad's gone. I said to him, see, look, it's all cool. And he's like, it's too late. I was like, what? He goes, it's too late. He turned around and I tried to talk to him and he just walked off. And when he walked off, I thought, now we're going to see what happens in the ring. And I think that when Manjot walked into the ring, something that stood out to me a lot was he came with his patka on.
Yeah.
Now, that's a statement of like supreme confidence, because when you look at a lot of these fights, usually your patka is going to come off, combat sports come off very, very quickly, as would you at the start. So initially when he walked to the ring, I thought, oh, he's got his patka on, he's going to take it off in a second. But he actually fought with it in his patka. So I believe that Manjot actually wasn't winding him up. I think he was genuinely confident. He generally thought, this is going to be a walk in the park and I'm going to take Amandeep out. Like, there's no doubt in his mind that Amandeep Singh was going to get flattened.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, if you come in with a bad guy, you don't think you're going to get touched. I came into that fight saying, I want my braids done tight. I know it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a war. And that's what I came for, and that's what happened.
Yeah. So what was it like when you got your arm raised then? Like when you got the victory?
It was.
How did it feel knowing that you won that fight?
It was just emotional, man. It was quite emotional. Yeah. It was, you train hard, don't you? Yeah. And I'd say there was quite a bit of pressure on me. Yeah. From what he was saying. Yeah. I felt like I had something to prove.
What did you think the outcome of that fight was going to be?
I knew, bro. Yeah. I knew. I'd been sparring professionals. I've been training hard. I knew there was no way. Yeah, there was no way. Yeah.
You say that, though, no way, but it was like, I thought the fight was competitive. I thought you won. I'll be honest, I did think you won. But I thought the fight was competitive. But you know how boxing is. Sometimes when you win a round and you win it well, but it's only one round. I thought the first round with you and Manjot, it was kind of like a nothing sort of round. On the second round, I thought you fought so well in that round, it could have even been a 10-8. But you clearly, round two was like, ouch. This guy, when he's punching, it felt like every punch you threw, you're trying to hurt him, you're trying to knock him out.
It was,
you could hear, do you remember ringside? You could hear the body shots, these nasty, crunching body shots. So round two, all day long, I thought it was you. I thought you went 2-1, but
all right.
What did you think?
What he's saying is that on a different day, different judges, maybe you could have lost.
No, never. If the people at home watch that back, I feel like I won all 3 rounds. Look, like you said, the first round was a bit 50-50. It was, I'd say the first half of the first round was more feeling each other out, you know. But I was still applying the pressure. And I think that's where you could edge it to me on the first round. Second round, no contest really.
He's come in,
Yeah.
confident, great ring walk.
Yeah.
You know, he's like you say, he's like that Conor McGregor sort of look at me sort of thing.
Yeah.
And he was like oozing with confidence.
Yes.
Once I clocked him, second round, that's where I just went for it.
Right. Okay.
And with the third as well.
Question for Harveer Singh. Manjot, do you know who his sparring partner was?
All right, I just trained with him for like one hour.
Are you two sparring partners?
Yeah, just
No way.
I had to get him back.
No, he came over to my house because I grew up with him. I went to school. You know what I mean? Knowing his family, like.
Is that why he lost?
So how come you didn't prepare him properly?
So I thought I did, man. I thought I did, but you know, like I thought I was showing him the right stuff. But I only had 1 hour with him, innit? If he went with me the whole time, then maybe.
We're gonna ask Manjot now.
How did it go between you two? How did it go?
Oh, I was gonna lie, 100%. Like,
Yeah.
that's different. That's different gal now.
Who's showing the ropes?
No, we're gonna ask Manjot now. So you only had prepped him for an hour.
Especially now, yeah. He came to my garden and that's it. But he ended up hurting his thumb.
He actually did, to be fair.
You mentioned that, didn't you? Oh,
And bro, like he did. I'm not joking. He
Yeah.
did say my thumb's a little bit hurting.
that was my fault, apparently.
But he never used it. To be fair, Manjot, he never used it as an excuse, man. He never used it. He just said, "Listen, I got a bit of an injury." Look, I thought.
Look, we all come into fights with injuries. No one's ever 100%, you know.
Yeah.
There's always something.
It's just an excuse.
Yeah.
But I mean, when he caught you, and in like that last round, 30 seconds, bang.
No, I think it was at the start of the third round. I think you're referring to.
Was it the start of the round?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he's
First
hit
half.
you with a right hand, and your faces just dropped. And I remember the commentator at the time, Nick Mummery.
Yeah.
He just went crazy, like right hand, and everyone was like, "What's happened here? This guy's literally taken a beating, and now all of a sudden he's whacked Amardeep, and we thought he was gonna get knocked out." So just
Yeah.
talk us through that.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up because in real time, and if you watch it back, it does look like he clipped me.
Yeah.
But if you watch it back in slow motion, I didn't get touched. What
Nah,
happened?
he clipped you,
That's
bro. He clipped you.
What we need to do is
Nah, bro,
we need
he
a
was
clip.
gone.
We
Like
need a
for a
clip. and we need to
second,
play it
for a
back
second
in
you
slow
were-
motion.
It
Yeah.
was just a matrix. It was
Yeah.
like-
No.
That's it.
So what happened was, I went to. I think it was I think I went to throw a left hook at the same time.
Yeah.
And he's throwing the straight right. He's clipped the back of my shoulder. My body's gone like that.
Yeah.
In real time, it looks like he's clipped me, and then he's throwing a flurry of punches. And you know, when a man's throwing loads of punches, you're gonna cover up, aren't you?
Yeah.
So I get why it looks like he clipped me, but if you watch that back on slow motion, he actually hits the back of my shoulder, and
Bro,
I
that was
wasn't
a right
hurt.
hand, man.
And I wasn't hurt.
But that was a right hand. We all
I mean,
saw
look,
that.
look,
Everyone
look.
saw the right.
We have proof. You know, we got video footage of it. So
Yeah, we can actually-
Either-
we'll have a
we
play-
can-
we're gonna
we
have
can
to
play it
watch
on.
this.
We're gonna have to watch
We're gonna
this.
need to edit that in. We're gonna need to edit that in.
We're gonna have to get that in. Okay, because like from my side, ringside, everyone went crazy. 'Cause
Yeah,
when
yeah,
the commentator went crazy, and maybe that's why that last round they gave it to Manjot,
No
the
way,
judges,
no.
because it looked like he was hurt. Because when your face dropped down for like
Yeah.
2-3 seconds, but to be fair, you finished the fight really, really strong as well.
Yeah.
Like you got to give Manjot some credit though. So like, what credit
Yeah.
would you give him for like? That's a good fight.
Look, you've got to give everyone who steps in there credit, but I've genuinely, I know we mess around a bit. We have our jokes, but
Yeah.
I have got a lot of respect for Manjot
Good, yeah.
because you know he was a bit of a mess in there.
What do you mean, as in like?
Like because he got hurt. He was taking a lot of punches. He took them and he carried on. You know, and to just keep going after getting hit again and again, with big punches.
Yeah.
You just have to commend it. You have to give him his respects.
You do have to give his respect because
Yeah.
if you, them punches were bad intentions.
But
Bad
I was
intentions.
putting everything into those punches.
And bro, he took them and he ate them for 3 rounds.
Yeah.
And then he caught you with one at the end as well. So,
Yeah, I mean,
which
he
I know
didn't.
we're gonna.
No, he didn't.
Okay, but you know what I'm saying. So we got to give Manjot his credit.
Yeah.
That actually, bro, if that was someone else, I reckon they would have got knocked out.
Yeah.
So you got to give
Yeah,
the guys
and
tough.
taking a lot of punches as well. So
That's a good point.
yeah,
But what was it like at the end? Was it like this crazy. You know, sometimes like when you fight someone, and no matter how much like you see with the biggest fights in the UFC and boxing, like they can be talking smack to each other throughout the whole like 1 month prior. But at the end, it's like, you know what? It's the respect for each other makes you be like, you know what, fair play. Was there any of that at the end? Like where you thought, you know what, fair play, love,
Yeah, there was.
hugs and kisses.
Yeah, there was. No.
You can say that, innit?
You gotta cut that out. No, restart that bit.
No, we've got to roll. We've got to roll.
keep it
No,
rolling,
I've got to
man.
restart that bit.
Come on,
I've taken the piss out,
you're a
man.
real guy. We ain't cutting this.
No,
Let's go.
the thing is, you said yeah, but then you said no.
No, we have to cut that bit out.
There's something you're not telling us. Bro, come on.
Okay, no.
It's a love-hate relationship, innit? That's what it is. But look, you got respect in it. There's respect there, man.
Was there respect at the end between you two?
Yeah, there was respect. We touched gloves after the fight. I get he was a bit upset because of how it went. But then we actually met in a car park after the fight. So when the event was over, you know, we shook hands.
That's good.
And it was all love from there. Yeah.
And that's it, because look, you compete, you fight hard,
Yeah.
but you want that brotherhood. You
Yeah,
want
absolutely,
you to-
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's what it's
Definitely.
about.
Yeah, fair play, man, fair play. So will there be a rematch then with these guys? Was there ever spoken about? Like, surely it's such a great fight. People are...
Yeah, I
seeking
mean,
a rematch.
everyone wanted that rematch. And the second event in Birmingham, Supreme Conference,
Yeah.
the rematch, we were going to build it up then. They did a head-to-head.
Yeah, we done a head-to-head.
And then the rematch, it didn't happen. Like from I think from Manjot's side, I think it was an injury from what I remember. Yourself, Aman,
Yeah.
like, I think he was injured. What happened with you?
So
Because you was game to fight in Birmingham, weren't you?
yeah, I'd signed up for the second event. I was meant to fight his cousin.
Aaron from
Yeah,
Gravesend,
yeah.
good fighter. Yeah.
So that was all ready, wasn't it?
That was ready, but then I think there was a
I think there was a bit of a weight issue,
weight
wasn't there? Yeah.
discrepancy between Aaron and yourself.
Yeah.
And then Rajdeep said, I'll fight Amandeep Singh. So Rajdeep
Alright.
stepped forward.
Yeah.
As you guys were going to be main event. What a fight that would have been. And then what happened?
That would have been a good fight, yeah. And then shoulder injury, man.
Chipped.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was actually
It's
quite
shoulder
bad.
injury,
It was
yeah.
quite a bad injury, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was out for quite a bit.
Yeah, he was, yeah. But then you went on to amateurs, and
Yeah.
I've been seeing some nasty knockouts.
Yeah.
Knockout footage, man.
Yeah,
I've
man.
seen him as well, bro. It's like
Yeah,
Mike
so
Tyson. Is this what you look like? You look like Mike Tyson in the...
yeah. So after the first GR8 event, I went into the amateurs, started stopping people, dishing out standing 8 counts. It was quite good, yeah. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
No, good. No, that's it. And I think as well, look, we want people to use these events as
Yeah.
a stepping stone. Like, we want people to get involved in these events, inspire the community, and if there's a career path ahead, go for it. Do you know what I mean? So I think, look, with rematches and things like that, at any point, and I'm genuinely saying this,
Yeah.
and we all know this on this table, at any point, if you and Manjot ever want to do a rematch, it'll be massive. Whether
It
it's
will be.
2 years, 3 years from now, just solely because the needle and how great you both performed
Yeah.
in that first fight, it would be a massive event, you know, and maybe one day we get Manjot's side
Maybe
of
if the
things.
stars aligned, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe.
maybe. Okay.
You know, like how you might have had other like rowdy people on the show. Have you ever had to like ban someone from the show? It sounds like being too much.
Have I had to ban someone from the show?
Yeah.
No, but looking back, I probably should have.
Has there been a time like after a fight where you're like, oh, thank God that fight's over? Like,
Yeah. Not with Manjot and Aman, actually. I wasn't actually relieved it was over. I wanted to carry on. I thought it was a wicked fight.
Yeah.
You know, like, whereas one fight, I was genuinely relieved that this is over, was Harkaran Singh and Jashan. Jashandeep Singh from MLS Boxing. Harkaran Singh, if you haven't watched it, you need to watch this fight. Was you there?
Yeah, crazy
You
fight.
gotta watch this fight, Warriors. When you're talking about dishing out punishment and fighting till the very end, them two, you talk about an advocate for Punjabi Warriors fighters,
yeah.
them two guys, that
Crazy.
fight was absolutely insane.
Yeah.
And it was genuinely one of them fights where I was looking at it thinking, we need to get to the end of this fight.
Yeah.
It was that brutal.
Yeah.
It was absolutely brutal. And yeah, that comes to mind.
From what I remember in that fight, so Pop's boy, that's Jashan Hana.
Yeah.
And see the levels with him. But with Harkaran, it was that sheer
It's an animal.
will,
Yeah.
determination.
Yeah.
Because he was getting clipped with some really good shots.
Yeah.
But he kept coming. When I watched it first time live, I was like, it's clear. You know, Justin's taking it.
Yeah.
When I rewatched it, it was really close, you know.
Yeah.
It was actually a lot closer.
I think what it was Jushin tied in the last round.
Yeah.
And Harkaran was just like a steam engine, all 3 rounds. And they both ate big shots. So if you lot haven't seen that fight,
Yeah.
you gotta watch that fight.
Yeah, I've not seen that
For
one.
me, that was the best ever fight on GR8. Like, just
Wow.
above and
There's been some good fights.
yeah,
as well.
above
Yeah,
Manjot, and we've had some wicked fights. But I think that was the best fight I've ever seen on GR8.
Yeah.
Closely followed by these guys' fight second.
Yeah, that's the thing with GR8 as well. I feel like the level, it just keeps getting better and better. So it's really good to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who, like, on the roster, like, who do you think is the best junior and senior fight?
Before these lot jump in here,
Yeah.
I can't talk about current fighters
Yeah.
naturally, because if I show any type of
Yeah.
bias, or even if I've got a view and opinion,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, it's not good. So
yeah.
I don't want to talk about any current fighters.
Yeah.
But if I look at the fighters that have been and gone, like if we start with the juniors, the best juniors we've had was Callum GC and Arjun MLS. Shout out to Arjun MLS, national champion.
Wow.
He made his debut on GR8.
Yeah.
He was actually the first ever person to fight on GR8. First ever in Derby,
Wicked.
and he's a national champion now. So at the juniors, I would say it's them two.
Yeah.
And they actually fought.
Yeah.
They actually fought 2025, I think they
Yeah.
fought. And Callum got a tight decision over Arjun. So
Yeah.
I'll say them two. The seniors, the most complete, best fighter we've had from, I'm talking ex-GR8 guys, is this man on your right.
Wow.
Gagandeep Singh.
Appreciate that.
Gagandeep Singh was the most, like, when I mean, like, complete fighter in every aspect,
Yeah.
was him. Like, hands down. And then other people I put in that category was Jashandeep, Harkaran, Dharanveer from Kasarkara, Jaipal, Rajdeep, Aman, Manjot. In fact, there wasn't that much weight difference between these lot at that time.
Yeah.
You would have had like a Super 8.
Yeah.
Like a crazy
Yeah.
Super 8 between these guys. So
Wait, this guy was in these odds weight class.
so he was about
Not right now.
70. He was from memory, Guggen was like 72, 73.
Wow.
I thought like 80.
Did you
I was
have
gonna
80?
say,
Was it that
Yeah,
high?
then I went down to like
Okay.
75 in the amateurs.
Right,
Like 80
okay.
I was.
So I remember at one point you were about 72, 75?
72.
72.
On the first show, I was 68.
Wow.
68,
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, so maybe you can talk Guggen, Arkaran, Jashan in a separate sort of category, and then Aman, Manjot, Rajdeep, Dylan,
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
Dylan.
and then
That's
like
good,
so
gosh.
if I actually Dylan's still he's fought, and like so I don't know if we class Dylan as X because he might come back as well. But if I look at ex GR8 fighters,
Oh, okay.
like
Fine.
these lot held it down
Yeah.
unbelievably, and like I've got to say a massive thank you to you lot, because you know when you're doing your first national Punjabi show, and no one knew what to expect.
Yeah.
You know, it could have been a flop.
Yeah.
Even I didn't know what to expect. You have these dreams, visions that, hey, this is how it's going to go. But for you lot to come, and you remember how many times I contacted you lot before the show,
Yeah.
thinking, are they going to drop out? Are they on it? And these guys, like, yeah, we're ready. We're on it. Can't wait, can't wait. So on the day, they all performed amazing, man. So thank you to you guys, man. Big respect.
Thank you to you as well, Bargy,
man.
for
Big
organising
respect.
that.
Yeah.
Big respect.
But our joy is to have this Sangat here. I'm very grateful. Like to have all of you lot Sangat, like you know, bro. I wish we were all like closer to each other so we can actually like, link up.
Yeah.
Because like this is the type of Sangat like you like this like billionaire banda said, show me your friends and I'll show you your future, innit? And if you're like
Definitely,
and if
yeah.
you're around people like this, bro, you're only gonna go one place, and that's like be the best version of yourself. So it's sick, man. But I just think like when you normally so many people start initiatives, right? They start shows, and normally it's just like it feels so there's a jar in it. There's a beginner's jar at the start, and it's like oh, this feels good. 1 or 2 shows. You've gone on to 10 shows now, and we don't see this stopping, and it keeps getting better. And we'll get on to these beautiful belts. What was the motivation to just keep going after the second show, and like you know, were there points that you felt like, you know, maybe, you know what, this is a good Seba, but this is too much hassle on me. I've got a family. Go on, tell us about all of
I
that.
think the motivation is these lot. The motivation is watching these lot inspire all them kids watching, and then you get a message, I want to fight.
Yeah.
You get a message, I've joined the gym. You get a parent calling you, my kid loved that fight, I'm joining a gym. These lot don't understand the impact they made. And everyone else at that show, like if we missed anyone, everyone who fought in Derby, you lot made them, like this, you lot made GR8. It's you guys.
Beautiful, man.
You lot started this. Do you know what I mean? I'm just a PM. I'm just someone that put that stuff together back then. But you guys are the real...
Minister.
No, but you guys... He's too much more. But you guys are the ones that actually made it. And so, you know, like when I look back now, I just want to come back to something because I just remember saying, you talked about fighters and you talked about clubs.
Yes.
Very important point I'm going to mention here, right? So, obviously, again, I can't show any bias to any club. I can't big up any club because they're all current fighters. So it's wrong for me to do that, you know what I mean? But I would like to say, apart from these, I call these like rogue fighters where, yes, they had clubs, but they didn't come in groups of fighters from clubs. They came as individuals, you know?
Yeah.
But when I look at clubs, shall I tell you what a massive turning point for GR8 was? And when it came to clubs, was the clubs that I wanted to do win-lose. Because, yes, these are the win-lose, but every other fight was exhibition, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So
it was,
we went to like 2-3 shows where it was like 95% exhibition. Where that changed was when Sonny, Wolverhampton Castle Boxing Club, joined, because they were like, what's an exhibition? It's a fight. We won a contest, right? Problem was, there weren't that many people wanting to do win-lose. And then GNG Birmingham, Smebit Connie, they changed everything. They came, and they came with a lot of them, and they came ready for win-lose bouts. So if you look at, you've got a club there saying, bring it, we want win-lose. You've got other clubs not really feeling win-lose at the time, and then GNG came, and it's like, yeah, we're down. Like, what do you mean exhibition? We want win-lose bout. So their psychology, honestly, I think it affected everyone at GR8 because then after they started doing it, you got GC who had 30 fighters, Then they started doing win-lose and that just elevated everything. As soon as GC were like, we want to do win-lose, that was it, bang. It exploded because now there's a whole load of fighters doing win-lose. Kasa Kara, day one, Dharamveer, Jaypal, we want win-lose. Iknashanna, Sunny as well. We'll have a contest bout. So when I look at these few clubs, and I love all the clubs, I respect all the clubs, but if you want to look at how this changed, it was contest bouts. It was decision bouts. And so you got to give respect to all the clubs, but I think the handful of these clubs really changed the game.
Wicked. An important question, well, an interesting question I want to ask everyone. Who do we think is a pound for pound in GR8 right now? Obviously, you might not be able to answer this, but we'll start with you, Gagan. Who do you think is a pound for pound boxer right now? All weight classes at the best. It's like, I don't see this guy ever losing.
What, out of all the shows?
Right now? Yeah, just right now, from everything we've seen.
I say myself.
I love that.
No, all the shows, and it's all right. Because I'd expect you to
I have to back myself.
Okay, outside of that then.
I'd say I rated him a lot.
Yeah.
I think he's like you said, the Mike Tyson of the Sikh world, you could say.
Yeah.
He's got that mentality as well. When
He's
he's
got the
speaking,
mentality,
he's like, I'm a killer, I'm going for it. And on the first show, I saw that because he was so quiet, and then Manjot was so like, everyone saw him. Everyone saw him. Like he was making sure he stood out. But I rated him because he was very humble as well. He didn't speak too much. He just got on with the job.
Silent and deadly. Because he was like that, and I remember saying to Manjot, listen, don't wind this kid up. He's got something about him where he's silent, and I think he's going to explode in the ring. And Manjot's like, nah, I got this, man. This guy's not making it past nothing, can it? And then he was.
Normally with that sort of smack, like if someone smack talking me like that, bro, I would lose
It's
my
a lot
shit.
of pressure.
There's a lot of pressure, and in that psychology, I've been reading The Art of War recently, and it's this sort of stuff, like even things like turning up late. Did he turn up late by any chance?
You know what he did? He did.
Did he?
He did, yeah.
You remember everything. You're scored, man. Mazur scored you, man.
Me and Arup Singh doing the pads, warming up. He's actually warming up in the same room as me doing the pads. We get called up.
Oh, in the back bit, that big area.
Yeah. So we get called up. I'm there, I'm warmed up, I'm ready to go. And we're in that little hallway now, and we're there waiting. We're waiting. Where's this guy? So he did make me wait.
That's
I
the trick.
I don't know if it was because he was nervous, or if he felt unprepared, or if it was a tactic. But
but sometimes these things are tactics. It's just to make the other guy lose focus basically, and figure and basically get annoyed. You're just trying to get into your head so much, and you came out on the other side, which is tough to do. That's what Conor McGregor and Jose Aldo. Have you all seen that?
Yeah, man.
Jose Aldo just wanted to beat the crap out of this guy. He wasn't even thinking, just went in, boom, done.
That's one thing I also want to say is that you shouldn't fight on emotion. In that first fight with Manjo, I did fight on a lot of emotion, and that's why I got tired. Obviously it worked out. But you shouldn't, because you don't think. You need to be calm. You need to see all the punches coming. Like Teddy Atlas said, that's Mike Tyson's former coach. You just have to be so calm in there that you can see the twitch of the opponent, so that you can move out the way of the punches.
You see everything in slow motion.
And that all I saw was red.
So who do you think then fighter? And let's I get it. We're all gonna say each other here. Yeah. So let's not bar each other up. So no one that's here.
But you can't say yourself, right?
Would you say yourself?
Look, you have to say yourself. You have to back yourself, and anyone who doesn't is not built for it.
Yes,
essentially.
Bang on, man.
Sick.
So it's yourself.
Myself. Yeah.
That's a long and short bit.
I love that. Alright, fair enough. Next.
The thing with pound for pound, that's a made up ranking. Because when you take a lightweight, like Inoue, for example, and then you got Joshua, if you ballooned Inoue up to 6'6", he wouldn't fight the same way. So pound for pound, it's not really representative of fighter's skill. But in the division of GR8, past and present fighters, the most complete fighter I'd say off the top of my head has to be Callum from GC. Everything I saw from him, it's a brilliant style. And I think at any weight class, he does well. So I'd have to say him, not myself.
Making us look bad.
Bulgari's
It's a good shout. We were actually, and G&G will vouch for this. So we was on the way to watch Gully's fight in Wales. We were on the coach. And we had this debate on the coach. If you had to pick one name, who's the best fighter of GR8? And G&G, they picked Callum. They said Callum as well from GC. So all round everything. Callum's an amateurs now. Saw Callum yesterday at the PBC event. Shout out to PBC. Amazing event. We had around 30 to 40 amateur Punjabi fighters, multiple national champions. Aman was there as well, in the same room yesterday. Some phenomenal sparring. Oh, God. Amo Singh, what a fighter.
He's great.
What a fighter.
He is great.
Don't knock that guy out.
Bro,
that collar.
this movement, crazy. So shout out to everyone that came and supported yesterday. That movement is going to go somewhere. Just watch that space. You saw it, and it was electric in there. And we need that as a community. We got to support each other. We've got to big each other up. We've got a network, and we need to get our kids out there. And I think you look at what happened with GR8. You lot all friends now. Do you know what I mean? Everyone knows each other. The coaches know each other.
It's built a network of killers.
Literally.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And that's the kind of Sangha that you need. You need people. You need strong-minded people around you.
100%.
To be honest, before GR8, I didn't really know many Sikh fighters. I only knew when I was younger, growing up. Kiru.
Kiru.
He was fighting. I used to watch him. And there's another Singh doing something. Because most of these shows we used to go to, it's like loads of not to say white people called it whatever, but it's like non-Sikhs, and you'd go in there. Sometimes you get racist comments or whatever. You think it's just me. You know what I mean? But now we have this network.
It's beautiful.
No, absolutely. And it's good to see everyone getting on the platforms and getting on the right stages now as well.
So in terms of up and coming fighters, then Who do you think is up and coming? So someone who's just started on GR8, you could say, had 1 or 2 fights.
Or still active.
Yeah,
still active.
yeah, still active. You think this guy's gonna make it, and they're gonna be a problem for everyone else in the division, in their division at GR8. Roger, let's start with you.
I don't want to be biased, but one of my own fighters,
Yeah,
Lanzi, he's dangerous.
yeah,
There's certain things that you can teach, and there's certain things that a person just has. He's got the personality of a fighter. When he goes in there, he's looking for blood. There's no such thing as an exhibition with him. And I believe as his skill set develops, and like we say, not being emotional, he's quite emotional when he gets in there. But that's because, you know, these sort of things, the mindset, that's probably the hardest thing to train.
Yeah.
We can all hit the pads, we can spar, but when you have to walk out in front of a crowd and go into the ring under those lights, that's the real test. I'd say 80% of the fight is won there. And I think, yeah, he's going to be dangerous. The more he develops, the more fights he has, you're going to see the improvements, and hopefully we'll take him to the amateurs. Because
Yeah.
GR8, that was the whole point,
Yeah.
is to get us started and then to see us progress and represent, you know, because you're right, there's a lot of Gore, Gale, we see them competing. We don't see many things at boxing shows, kickboxing shows, karate shows.
yeah.
So, yeah, Lanzi, I think he's going to be really good.
He's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
he's
were
gonna be a
saying to me
problem.
before as well.
Yeah.
Fair play, fair play. How about you guys? Anyone you don't know coming up?
To be fair, I'm not too familiar with the up and coming fighters. It's a bit difficult for me to answer that one. I'll give it a pass.
Just focusing on himself, innit?
This kid hasn't fought on the GR8 show just yet. He's fighting on July 12th.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But honestly, he's only 12.
yeah,
And we do a boxing class in Bedford, right?
Yeah.
So I'm coaching him. And
Yeah.
most of the people that come there, they just want to keep fit.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have like a big
Yeah.
community of people that want to fight. But this kid, I think he can be
Wow.
do something special. He wants to box. He knows
Yeah.
he wants to box. Like you said, he's got that mentality. Doesn't talk too much. He's maybe got that killer mentality like you, I hope.
yeah.
But let's see how he does on July
Yeah.
12th. But he's got something natural about him.
Yeah, you
Something-
when they just get on with it.
Yeah.
That's a sign. When they don't talk much at training and just get on
No.
with it, that's a good sign.
And he's beating up like 16, 17-year-olds. And me and my other coach, my friend, we're watching like, what's going on
Yeah.
right now? So hopefully he
He's
does
good.
well.
He's
yeah,
good.
hopefully that as well.
Talk about up and coming, someone that you've had your eyes on and you think this kid's gonna be. Was that too hard as well?
There's actually a lot of up and coming and a lot of. I'm not trying to sit on the fence or sideline the question. There's a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
good kids in all the gyms.
Yeah.
And July is going to be crazy because you know we've got fighters from Germany, Italy, 3 from Switzerland. You know, we've had contact from America, Canada, Japan. So we're in a situation where it's like, actually, this can really go somewhere now.
Just do it
Like,
international.
really go
show.
somewhere. Oh, you're going to talk about that a little bit later, but yeah, I think Maharaj Girpan, this movement with the support of the Sangat, Maharaj Girpa, and all these great people that I've networked with over the past 4 years, it will go global. It's not even a question now if, it's about when.
Yeah.
It will go global.
Rajdeep, so let's go back to your first fight on GR8.
Yeah.
So from what we remember, you got clipped with the left. You got clipped with the left.
I don't really remember, but yeah.
Yeah, clipped with the left hook by Kyron, and your legs go a bit wobbly for a bit.
Wobbly?
And,
What was the word that you used?
What was the word you said in the call? Wobbly or...
I didn't say that. You said
No,
it.
what was it?
Bambi.
What's Bambi?
I have no idea what Bambi is.
What's Bambi?
Don't know
What's
Can't be
Bambi?
referring to me. I don't know what he's talking about. Let's rewind. So,
Yeah.
started boxing at 21. That's when I walked into a gym. And before GR8, I had one white-collar fight. And I think it was in Cannock or certain part of Birmingham, but it was all gaudy. This is my first fight. I'm walking out and getting booed.
Oh, wow.
And that's an experience like you can't prepare for that.
People being at your shows? How do you remember? Wait, this
No.
He's
no,
saying
no,
GR8.
No,
Oh, this is your
this is
first
before
fight. you did.
GR8.
Sorry,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Before
This
GR8.
guy's cheered, man, on the show.
I was gonna say.
And I walk out and I'm getting booed.
Yeah,
And that adrenaline,
yeah.
it rushes, but my dad's always told me, he goes, win or lose, you need to fight hard. And gave it a good fight. And my coach told me, he goes, if that was our home show, he goes, you would have won. but obviously it was a GR8 show, so I didn't take the win. But anyway, then when it comes to GR8, so I'm part of WK Academy, Wolverhampton Karate Academy. We do kickboxing now as well. One of the senseis actually sent me the poster and said, "Do you want to do this?" I saw it and I was like, "Looks like a good opportunity." You got to understand, I've had one white collar fight, and the thing is, when you walk into gyms, coaches don't spend time with you until they know you're serious. So until I had that first fight, I didn't really have much time with my coach. So I didn't really get developed, and you can see it in my fights that I'm not too developed. But yeah, if I fought Sim, that would have been a tough fight. So, Hukum andar sabko bar hukum na koi. Everything happens for a reason, It's in Hukum of Maharaj. So ended up being Kyron. And the story of the fight is, so my coaches, they couldn't find the venue. They came literally 15 minutes before I'm supposed to walk out. So I did no warm-up. And if you remember with the Derby venue,
it's downstairs.
We were warming up downstairs, and there was like 2 flights of stairs.
Yeah.
This is where inexperience comes in, because the amount of times I walked up and down those stairs just to see what was going on, you tire yourself out. And that's what I say to my fighters. I go, look, when you're fighting, you don't get to enjoy the show. You're there to do a job. So if anything, you just stay in the back and you focus on what you got to do, the job. But so I've come out cold, and Kyron, obviously I don't know this guy. He's a way better boxer than me. Straight away I noticed he's putting his shots together, and I don't even know how to cover up properly. I didn't even know it was a left hook that hit me. All I remember is everything went black suddenly. Wow. And when I watch it back on the footage, the ropes caught me. Otherwise I reckon I would have hit the floor.
Really?
Because I was hurt.
Yeah.
And mind went blank then. I remember my eyes opened and I was sort of facing the corner. And this is where I got to give credit to Maharaj, because, the Shaheed Singhs, everyone, they're with you, they give you that spirit. Because otherwise, I wanted to quit right there and then. Because I was hurt, I was dazed, and that's when you find out if you got it or you ain't got it. So I didn't have the boxing skill, but Maharaj get by find out I've got a bit of spirit, So turned around and I was like, my family are there. In my head, I'm like, I gotta do something. So I'm getting pieced up, and then out of nowhere, I said, just go for it. And I just start throwing these crazy punches, and he backs up. Not because he's a bad fighter, but because he gassed himself out because he thought he was going to get rid of me in that first round. And then, I was, you could say I was on Bambi legs. The truth is, I don't think my legs were underneath me for the rest of the fight. I remember feeling really unsteady because that's the first time I've been hurt. But yeah.
No, it was an amazing combat, and that was Kyron's first fight, right, again?
Yeah, so Kyron's story is he had 4-week training camp for that. He's never boxed before, so that was his first fight.
First fight,
He trained with us a little bit. But that was his first fight.
Wicked.
He was gassed by the first round. Like he said, we were in the corner like, Kyron, what are you doing? Throw a shot. He was gassed after that. But you did very well to come back from that shot.
Thank you.
Very well.
Yeah, Maharaj good.
He has a bit of power on him as well. So.
He does.
He does.
I felt it.
Good lad, Kyron.
Yeah, so Gagan, Kyron was your teammate. Did you think early nights work?
No. Didn't think. I thought...
After the left hook?
Yeah, after the left hook, I did. We did. We thought, look, he's got him there.
Yeah.
It was a close fight, to be fair.
Yeah, 100%.
He thinks he won it.
And you know what? When I watch it back, that's a rematch I would entertain. Because it could have gone either way.
To be honest, I wanted him to fight, but he doesn't want to fight anymore.
Is he out of it?
No, he's done. He's one and done. One and done.
Is that the first one you did?
Yeah, that's the first one he did. Yeah.
He was a good fighter.
We had me, him, and another, Harvind.
Wicked,
so all 3 of us fought on the same show. So it's a good experience for us.
So you lot were all in the same gym and you all signed up?
We weren't even in the same gym. We were just all friends. And then we were just like, let's just all just go fight.
The Bedford crew were known as the crew because...
Dangerous.
They were known because, Gagan didn't go carry on, but the others did. Harvin carried on as well. And then Sahib, they brought Sahib on, and Sahib was phenomenal as well. So, Bedford crew got a good reputation as solid fighters.
To be honest, we don't have nothing like that in Bedford. Like, you guys, I think, where you're from, tell me if I'm wrong, but you have a big Sikh community, right? You have a lot of Sikhs fighting together. We don't really have that in Bedford, to be honest. So it's like kind of putting us on the map a little bit.
It's the same in Leeds. When I first walked into a boxing gym, I was the only thing there.
Same here, yeah.
Just there's something that I don't know if you remember this, but I don't know if Gagan remembers. So when you got clipped, naturally I was quite concerned.
I remember this party.
and we didn't want to. It's boxing, right? It's fights. You don't want to see a kid get hurt, stopped. So we kind of like sometimes kind of, this is first show, try and help each other get through the fight. I'm being not straight now, innit? So I went over to their corner, innit? I was like, to Guggen, like, look, he's hurt, man.
He's like, take it easy.
And he's like,
he wasn't calm about it.
yeah, I was like, and he was like, what, it's a fight? He's like, and then he's like, Budgie, it's a fight. Because he's really polite guy, isn't he?
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Sorry. No, it's all good. But when he gets in the ring, it's beast mode, isn't it?
It's because my friend's in there, cornering him. He's gassed out. Like,
because it was funny, because he's like, it's a fight. And then he corrected it and added a Budgie on the end.
It's a fight. Budgie.
So then I was like, he looked really unsteady.
Yeah.
So I goes to the ref. I go, Spence, come here. The ref comes over. I was like, listen, keep an eye. And I was like, if he carries on this, pull it.
Yeah.
And someone in his corner
Yeah.
looked at me, saw me, and they went, you ain't pulling it.
Yeah.
And then in the end, it was the right decision not to pull it, and he's got the win.
Wow.
So,
yeah, man.
do you remember who was that in that corner? Did that to
I
me?
barely remember the fight. I literally can't remember. Like from walking in, is when I watched the fight back and realised what happened because I was just fighting on instinct. Because when you get hurt, it's what you know.
Yeah.
You're not thinking then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I was told, no, you ain't stopping nothing. And yeah, it was the right call in the end.
Wicked. Yeah. So obviously you went on from that fight and you carried on to fight at GR8 shows.
Yeah.
You had your first title fight against J-Pal Singh.
Yeah.
And you didn't come out with victory on that fight. Tell us about that. How did that feel?
So I fought on the first GR8, and then obviously the second one was like a few months later. I think it was mid 2023. And I picked up quite a few injuries. And this is another thing about starting late and not having experience is you pick up injuries. And after the second GR8, I took, I think, a year out because I needed to recover. And J-Pal is a good fighter.
Yeah, man.
I've got to give him his respect. He's a good fighter. On the night of the fight, because we weighed in at the same time. Now, I shredded down. You could see I cut a lot of weight for that because it was a title fight and I was told 72. So I step on the scale, 72.
We gave a 3 kg buffer, didn't we?
And then he stepped on the scale and he was touching 78 kg.
No, 76.
And when you get in the ring, all of a sudden that guy's a lot stronger than you thought he was going to be. And when he was hitting me, I was feeling it. You could see my nose was splattered. The first punch he lands, I can't remember if it's left hook or right hook, it's right on the tip of my nose. And when your nose starts bleeding, you've lost your breathing rhythm. Yeah, you can't breathe in and out your nose. And once again, I was fighting on instinct. There's no game plan, there's no setup. Like you're saying, you need to see the shots coming. I'm just fighting for the sake of fighting. And J-Pal, he boxed very disciplined.
Very sharp.
Very disciplined. And when you see the end of the fight, because I know I gave it everything, and I probably think, I outlanded him. But he had the cleaner work. But when his hand gets raised, he didn't even think he won the fight.
Oh, man.
Yeah? Watch his face when his hand gets raised. Yeah, watch it. Okay. He didn't think he won the fight.
I thought that when J-Pal fought you in East London, you're at East London, right?
Yeah.
That is the best version of J-Pal. So I thought in that fight, he was sharp as hell.
Yeah.
Like, I've not, like, he's a good fighter, but that fight for me was his best fight.
Yeah.
It was a close fight, but I thought he nicked it because there's something wasn't right about you. I'm saying honest, but like there's something wasn't right, and that's not to take any credit away from J-Pal because in the second fight there's something not right about J-Pal. But you were on point on the second fight. You raised your game big time.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. With the second fight, obviously, now there's a blueprint. I can see where I've gone wrong. And it was just not... You'll see in the second fight, I was boxing behind my jab. Very cautious, disciplined to see what's going to come my way. Because I know he's busted my nose. It could take a few jabs and that's going to start bleeding again. So I'm really cautious of what's coming back. So the first fight was really exciting.
Yeah.
That's the one where everyone was cheering. Second fight, it was more of a boxing match.
Yeah.
And the reason he looked so sharp in the first fight is because I'm being silly. I'm running in for a scrap, and the way you fight a scrapper is you box him.
Yeah.
So he was piecing me up. And it was great performance from him. In the second fight, I'm boxing.
Yeah, he looked like so sharp.
That's what
everything was tight.
Yeah. Because I knew, I was like, if I start scrapping, he's going to beat me again.
But do you think that you raised your game on the second fight, or J-Pal, that he's had an off day as well because he didn't fight like the first fight either. And I'm not. You could see it was like opposites. On the first fight, it wasn't the same Rajdeep.
Yeah.
And on the second fight, it wasn't the same Jayapal. So I kind of felt like you both were at your optimum in both of them fights. But now it's 1-1.
Yeah. No, I see where you're coming from.
Are you taking away Roger's victory?
Yeah, that's what he's trying to say.
No.
He's good, isn't he?
No. What I'm saying
Setting
is,
up a trilogy.
I'm saying is, see, Gagan knows it. It's poised 1-1, and I do think that Jayapal, it wasn't the same, but I think you weren't the same.
Yeah.
Like, I remember saying that to you afterwards. Remember?
Yeah.
I said that wasn't you.
Yeah.
And I actually, if you asked Jayapal, I said the same to Jayapal. That was you as well.
The thing is, when you're fighting, it's easy to discredit the opponent, but sometimes it's what the other guy's doing.
Yeah.
Because if you're walking up with your chin up and he's boxing you, you're going to look bad.
Yeah.
Because my style, it was just, in the second fight, I was just really sort of on the back foot, waiting for him to make a mistake.
Yeah.
So it makes him look bad. So if I fought, I think, the same way in that first fight, in the second fight, I think he would have done the same thing again. Right. That's because I changed the game plan and he wasn't ready for it. Because when he walked in, when I was in the changing room in the back of the hall, he said to me, because first I thanked him, I was like, you've come in, I think it was on 2 weeks' notice. Yeah. But then he goes, I've been training for the amateurs. I'm like, acha.
So he's ready.
He was telling me, because I'm thinking he's coming in on late notice, so I was like, thanks for saving the show, basically. Yeah. Then he's told me, no, I've been training for the amateurs. And then all of a sudden I'm thinking, okay, is that mind games? Or are you serious? You've been training?
Because your opponent dropped out and he stepped in and goes, I'll take it.
That's it, yeah. But all credit to Jayapal. He's a great individual. I've spoken to him many times. He's a good fighter.
Yeah. No, respect.
So that outside of GR8, outside of boxing, we all saw your cold plunge challenge. So yeah, tell us about that.
Cold or warm?
It's pretty cold. It looked cold.
Too many comments from this guy.
Too many. Someone check the temperature.
Yeah. I told him, I said, you can get in there and let me know.
But yeah, you like appeared in a film as well or something.
Yeah, so sort of every year I've always tried to challenge myself. I've done the push-up challenge. A few people saw that. And last year I just wanted to level it up.
Yeah.
And I thought, what can I do? And then with it being close to the end of the year, we know about the Shahidiyan given in Boda Mahina. I thought it's got to be something to do with the cold.
Yeah, man.
And I was like, I still want to keep the push-ups in there. So that frozen push-up challenge just came into my head. I was like, I'll get in the ice bath and then I'll come out and do 100 push-ups. It's a lot easier said than done.
Yeah.
But it's that idea of just challenging myself. I said, this is what I'm going to do. And that whole month, I just didn't say no to any opportunity. So when this film opportunity came up, I took it. I got in. And that's all it is, just going after things like, because before, sometimes it's easy just to, go day by day and not really push yourself. That month, I was like, I'm going to be uncomfortable. That was sort of the idea of that month, just to put myself in an uncomfortable position. And raised £700, 300,000 views that month. It was just, it shows if you put in the work, Maharaj Kirpa, the results that come.
But also to add, I'm always teasing him, and I always tease all these, these are all wicked lads. We couldn't get a better bunch of people on this table. He's a bit mean, that guy in the corner. He's a bit nasty, this guy. But, we couldn't get a better bunch. These guys are wicked kids. And with Raji, actually, what he did was, think about it, he made a public pledge.
Yeah.
And I bet you there's times where it's cold, it's freezing, and you're like, but you put it down. You laid it down. This is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to complete it. And that's discipline, man. So respect to you, bro.
That's why I made a video on it. I was like, Soor bir bachan ke bali. If you said you're going to do something, then you got to do it.
Yeah. Wow.
So there's a few times, after I come back from work, it's late, it's dark outside, it's already 2-3 degrees, it's minus a few of these days. And I'm just pacing around the house. It took me an hour's gone, and you can't get in there.
Yeah.
Because it's that fear. The hardest part of getting in the ice bath is getting in.
Yeah.
Once you're in there, it's just a constant sort of uncomfortableness. Yeah. But getting in is that first initial shock.
Yeah.
But it took me 2 hours to get into that ice bath. And eventually it was just about put my earphones in. Man Singh was doing a podcast on the life of Guru Tegh Bahadur.
Yeah.
And I just put that in. And I was like, man, these are the sacrifices. This is
Yeah.
where we come from.
Yeah.
I can't even get in the ice bath.
Yeah, crazy.
So I just had to put it in, start listening, just get in, man.
That's one of the best thing, listening to Mon singing.
Shout out to
Nice
Mon
one.
Sing, man.
Wicked, wicked.
If you look at this as well, when we talk about Sangat, you talk about inspiration, you talk about encouragement, yeah? He's put a pledge down and he's struggling. I think a couple of hours, and he's listened to Mon sing, the power of Sangat. He listened to a fellow Gursik.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
So this is how we lift each other. So you got lifted, you got boosted from
Yeah,
that,
that's
right?
it.
So
Then I had
really
you
important.
commenting that it's warm water. There's one video I made, and I was like, I didn't mind. I gotta make this real because this guy's annoying me now.
Nah, it was warm.
That's hilarious.
But he knows I'm playing with him. But no, but this shows, isn't it, that
Yeah.
sometimes, man, like when you're on that ahhing, bit complacent, just hearing some of our history and
That's it.
from Gursik as well. Like, Mansing's wicked, so yeah, man, respect.
So you're cornering 3 title fights, is it?
2 title fights,
Yeah.
3 fighters.
Three fights.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you think that's gonna go? You see them getting the win?
Yeah, so with my fighters, obviously we spoke about Lanzi.
Yeah.
He's already fought this kid before
Rajesh.
on the
He's
last
good,
show.
he's good.
Rajesh. Wicked fighter,
Yeah,
southpaw.
Ikan
He's tall and he's awkward. Lanzi in the first fight, it took him a while to start figuring him out. And I'm expecting a good fight, but obviously I'm going to back my man because I know the work he's put in. So yeah, I think we'll take that title.
Yeah.
Maharaj Kirpa. Then Navni. Navni, she's a natural born fighter. She's not super explosive or fast, but she's constant. I think if you look at all the girl fighters, she's the only one that throws consistent body shots. You don't see any other girl throwing body shots because it's that idea of being a complete boxer. So Davina is a tough opponent.
Yeah.
You know, she's had a lot more fights than Navni, and she's a lot older as well. But I'm expecting a good fight. And once again, Maharaj Kirpa will take the victory on that one.
Yeah. Wicked. So Rajdeep, if you were to come back for one fight to GR8, who do you think it'd be?
So for me, obviously Jaipal is probably up there as one of the fights I want to take. But when it comes to fights, you need motivation. And for me, I need a bit of a story. So one good fight is Dylan. And that was a fight that was offered, but it got turned down because, you know, it wasn't going to work out. But I thought it through in my head and I was like, that's a big fight. They call him the double champ, but he's never beat a champ. So I thought that's a great story and that can make a big fight, a main event.
Fair enough. That's
And
That's a
it's
bold
Wolverhampton.
And it's Wolverhampton.
Both Wolverhampton.
Yeah.
But he turned that down because he wanted the rematch with Harvey.
Yeah.
Because Harvey beat Dylan the first time.
okay. So you wanted
And
that.
he wanted that rematch, but that'd be a massive fight. Dylan and Rajdeep, big.
Yeah.
Who would you think wins that fight?
Let's not ask him. He's too biased.
You need
No,
to
no,
put this.
no,
you know,
no, no,
how
no.
co- What do you mean he's biased? As in,
So
Oh wow.
my man, yeah.
yeah, evaded the question. So like,
Who would win?
that fight?
So basically, Dylan. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a fanboy of Dylan. Only because like we were just talking about, it's just that he's just like he's just swinging. He's got that heart. He got wobbled in the last fight,
Yeah.
and the third round he brought it back and he finished the guy, double champ and everything. But then again, like you said, like if someone's a little bit open, which he can be at times. Sonny's gonna kill me for this. Then what do? You box him, man. Your technique is crisp. So 2 champs going at it. Who knows, man?
Would you think you got that fight?
The reason I want the fight is because it's exciting. It's a 50-50. A lot of people are going to side with Dylan. A lot of people are going to side with me. And these are the type of fights that wake you up in the morning to go for your run,
man.
get you in the gym.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, I'm always going to back myself because I know what I can do. I know the work that I put in. It's a great fight. Great fight.
You know, Dylan, if you look at the last show at East London, yeah, he had a tough time with that kid for 2 rounds, but he carries power right until the end. And when he loads up, he bloody loads up.
Yeah, I don't know how he does it. I don't know how
And
he
like,
keeps that up.
you know, and he's probably right now, I would say, the hardest puncher. Like, if you look at who hits the hardest, I would say Dylan hits the hardest. And, you know, he carries that power with both hands. But I think that him and Rajdeep would be a very, very interesting fight as well.
Who would you think would win?
Who do I? Bro, I can't answer that.
Because for me on the spot,
It's all right for you to
Well,
answer. But what I'm saying is, if whatever opinion I give on current or up-and-coming fights, if that actually happens, the first person they'll tell you, oh, he's. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
You
why
get
I
straight
can't. That's why I can't say nothing as well. And it's like, you know, when you look at, we got good fighters, yeah. Then you've got your boxers, and like there's so many different dynamics that come to the table. That some of these fights on paper, you'd think this person or that person.
100%.
In reality, it's very difficult. I'll give you an example. Guggen, hopefully back me up here. Was it who fought Harvind? Was it one of the Wales boys?
What, the first fight?
First Derby.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
He's
Rowan. Good. Yeah,
Rowan.
Rowan. Yeah.
Bro.
He's a young kid as well. Yeah.
And like Harvin said to me before the fight, like respectfully, like, get me a proper opponent. I said, listen, this kid's a nightmare. He's an absolute nightmare. And he was 17 or 18. I think Harvin was early 20s at the time. That wasn't a decision bout, it was an exhibition bout. So on paper, going into that, Harvin was like supremely like, you know what, I'm gonna do him. Let's be honest. But you know, Will, he's probably the most accomplished coach of all these Punjabi coaches that take part in GR8. He's been doing it, nearly 20 years. If you look at that boxing club, G&G Gravesend, they're all clean, crisp boxers. And Rowan was a nightmare,
He was a nightmare. He was quality. Surprised he doesn't box.
He's amateurs, gone on to amateurs as well,
amateurs,
So this is the great, like a lot of these kids, how many times we said today, gone on to amateurs?
Yeah, gone on to amateurs.
Do you know what I mean? So this stepping stone, it's working. Do you know what I mean? So like, I would say now it's harder to call the winners of these bouts than it was back then. It's really difficult, man.
Fair enough. Cool. Enough of interrogating Rajdeep. Let's move on to Guggen Singh. So Guggen, what's changed in your life, you reckon, since you've done GR8? I know you were always fighting before, right?
I had a couple fights before, so I did Muay Thai when I was really young, till about 16, had about 10 fights. Then I took a big break when university, etc. Came back about 21, 22. I was like, what am I doing? Like, I love boxing. Let me fight. Lost quite a bit of weight. Had a couple amateurs. Then I heard about GR8. And me and Baji have a mutual connection through Sim. So Sim was also mentioning GR8. And then me and Harry spoke on the phone. Well, Baji, sorry. We spoke on the phone for quite a few times. And when I was hearing the vision Baji had, I felt inspired. I was like, wow, like, we're trying to do something for our community, trying to, push something. Before, like I was saying, there was nothing representing us, really. Like, we had the few fighters here and there, but there was nothing bringing us together. So, what was the question again?
How's it changed your life, would you say?
Oh, GR8?
Being on the show,
Yeah, it gave me, put me out there, to be honest. I don't think many people knew who I was or where I was. I remember after my fight, I had a lot of people coming up to me, put me on the map, and the network we built as well. And then from there, like, bringing on more of the Bedford fighters onto the GR8 show. And it gives us a platform as well, because there's no show with the amateurs. It's just you turn up and fight. It could be a community hall. It could be this. It could be that. Like,
no, we've got that.
With GR8, you've got an actual platform, for the Sikhs. So
it's what Amin was saying earlier. It's a sick tagline. You should make this the new tagline: GR8, network of killers.
But do you know, you say that, actually, like, if you met Guggen outside of GR8 and you met Rajdeep outside GR8,
I'd never think killers.
You would never think these guys fight. They're so nice, as wicked personalities.
So humble, honestly.
Proper humble, down to earth, man. You would never guess. You see...
I'd never be able to read him, though.
No, he's a bit dangerous. He is a bit dangerous, but I'm saying, but he's a good guy, man. And
definitely. Humble.
If you met Dharamveer and Jaipal, you'd be like, Bachare, they're so chilled, nice. But bro, that's how good Sikh should be. Nice,
it's true,
radiant, good personality, man, kind, humble. Then when they get in that ring, they'll switch, man. And all of these lot, I got it.
Do you think it's because they're used to discomfort, they're used to pain? Like it's like their best friend, innit? And that's mad. People don't haven't been in encounters enough. They've not had their arse handed to them, so they're not being humbled. So they're always out there protecting that. They're always acting in a certain way to have to protect that and speaking up for themselves, like, oh yeah, I did this, I did that. It's because they've got nothing to show for themselves, isn't it? The actions don't show.
Like taking up a combat sport, you don't want to look big and scary. That's not the point of it. The point of it is, you build that discipline,
Yeah.
and you walk around with that confidence, knowing that you can defend other people and yourself.
Yeah,
It's a different type of confidence completely.
Exactly that, man. If everyone had to guess, where will we be celebrating the 20th show?
Wembley Stadium.
East London. No, Derby, innit?
20th. I'm gonna say it here. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna do what Raji. They're gonna make a pledge, yeah.
Okay.
And you're gonna have to hold me to the pledge.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's gonna be 20th, but one day, Maharaj Kirpa, we are going to Anandpur Sahib during Hola Mahalla.
Right.
We're gonna stick a ring there, and my brothers at MLS, Ranti Singh, Pop Singh, they're gonna help me make it happen.
That's right.
So Maharaj Kirpa,
That's it.
I'm saying it straight. Where's the camera? The dream is, at some point in the very near future, we all go to Punjab, we go to Hola Mahalla, we put a boxing ring there, and we battle it out. And during that week, there's probably, 1 million people that come and pass, maybe more. That to me is a dream. Team England, Team Europe, Team Punjab, Australia, Canada, America. We have the biggest international boxing tournament ever. And it happens right there where 1699 happened.
Gotta get
So
me
I'm
on that
saying
card.
it here. I'm saying it here. So, right, who's coming out of retirement for that?
I'm going straight out of retirement for that one.
So no, that's the dream.
Bro, that's makes you emotional.
And do you know what? We spoke about this about 4 years ago. Me, Pops, and Dila, and you kind of forget about it because the shows are going one after another, and then Dila brought it up with me again, and Pops brought it up with me again, and now we keep talking about it. It's actually like, you know what? We got to do this.
Yeah.
We have to do it. What a shame now if we got a vision like that. The dream. That is the dream. Everyone can say this, that, and other, but to me, that's my dream. Anandpur Sahib during Hola Mahalla.
Yeah. Oh,
Absolutely huge. So we got to make that happen.
that's the biggest thing you can do.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Looking forward to it. You're not getting me on that card.
Yeah.
How about that?
I've
really
got a
debut.
really good opponent for you. You remember you said get an opponent. Guess who it is?
That
It
guy.
said Jaden Singh elusive fighting. What you said?
I've already told you who I want.
Well, who do you want? Yeah.
No.
No, you didn't tell me.
I don't know if you can say it on here.
Say it.
We'll cut it out.
What is it? We'll cut you out.
Actually, I'm deciding whether I want it to be cut or not. I don't think it's genuine.
Have you told me that before? Yeah.
I did.
I remember. We can make that fight happen, man.
I got you when
We got you, man.
And you're not going to corner me, yeah?
We'll try to
He's
get
in the
Yeah,
corner.
that's safe, man.
When you're hurt, he won't stop it.
Missed that fight. Haji.
You know what, I got a question for Guggen. Bittersweet moment this is. Like,
Yeah.
you were amazing in Derby. Hands down, everyone said, like everyone else, like, who's this thing? He's the baddest boxer, yeah. And it's bittersweet because you fought Cam, and
Yeah.
Cam's obviously passed away. He's not with
Yeah.
us today. So when you think back at Derby, yes, you loved it, enjoyed it, but is there that bittersweet there? Because Cam's obviously,
It's a shock,
bless
to
his
be
soul,
honest.
he's no longer
It's
with
a
us.
shock. I don't know. I don't really know what to say about it. To be honest, didn't expect it. It's definitely a bittersweet moment. I think he after we fought as well, like we shared had a talk, etc. Like we shared a bond in the ring,
Yeah.
and now he's not here with us. I hope he's in a good place wherever he is.
Do you know how, like, because he, after that fight, he really complimented you and rated you. He was like, that Singh he's like a machine. And
to be fair, he was good.
his head movement, I think he had 8-9 amateur fights.
Yeah,
that
his
time.
head movement was really good as well.
He was elusive.
He was very elusive.
Yeah.
He just didn't throw back, but
Yeah. That was
it's a
it.
very
That was
good-
actually it. Because
Yeah.
as much as you was connecting, like, respectfully, bro, you missed a lot.
I
You
know,
see how elusive he was?
Yeah, he was very elusive.
Very elusive, man. And
I think if he carried on after that and trained a bit more, he would have done quite well in the amateurs, to be fair. But
no, absolutely.
sad though, very
But-
sad.
Yeah, very sad. And, just to message to any kids out there, to all of us, really,
Yeah,
just sometimes you see someone, just say, how are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's life? How are things?
true.
That one question, you don't know what it's going to open up, man. So, sometimes on the outside, someone could appear to be strong, confident, etc., etc., but it don't cost nothing to just ask how someone is. And
Yeah.
if anyone is struggling or anyone's down about anything, reach out.
reach out for sure.
100%. Man. Other question for you, like, you won a title in the amateurs. Just tell him what was the title.
Is the home counties regional belt.
Yeah.
So it's like the best in the home counties area.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was a good experience, to be fair. I thought a really good lad as well. I'm good friends with him now.
Yeah.
But it was mad. Like, got there at 10 a.m, weighed in, didn't fight till 10 p.m, 11 p.m. I was supposed to. I had my whole family, everyone come. I was like, get there for 5, 6 o'clock. I'm gonna be fine. Not fighting till 10, 11 p.m. I was like, this is crazy. But got the win. It's probably my proudest moment in the amateurs.
I was going to say, because I've met your family, Wicked, and how proud were they when you got that
they were
belt?
so proud. They were so proud. It was amazing. And to make something of myself in the amateurs, to have a belt to show it, you know, it's a good achievement.
Especially in a region where there weren't that many things, were they? Like,
No,
you was
not
on
at
the
all.
circuit.
Not
and
at all. Not at all. So putting us on the map a little bit.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant,
100%.
How hard was it for you to kind of like, because you'd had quite a lot of amateur fights now, and like we've seen this transition. Someone come to GR8, use it as a stepping stone, go into amateurs, and either they thrive or it goes a little bit like this. Like, how important is that discipline, sacrifice that you experienced when you actually went on to amateurs? How important is it to be disciplined?
Very important. It's your whole life. Everything. Like, if you're not focused and you're going into those fights not training properly, it will show up. Especially as you go up in the levels. I feel like when you have your first 1 or 2 amateur fights, you can get away with it sometimes. As you go up levels and levels, you realise some of these guys, they're training with professionals all the time. They're top level lads. And in the amateurs, you don't know who you're fighting. Even with GR8, we had calls before, we knew who we were fighting. Sometimes in the amateurs, you enter in these tournaments, you show up, weigh in. Next thing you know, you're fighting you don't know who you're fighting. So it was it's a good experience though, the amateurs. I enjoyed it.
Well, like when you were doing the amateurs, did you think that I'm gonna like go into pro and do this full time?
Yeah, I did, but I knew my age as well.
Yeah.
Like, I'm 27 now. When I started the amateurs, I was like, when was GR8? 3-4 years ago?
4 years ago this Jan.
28, wasn't it? 23.
So I was about 23 when I entered the amateurs. To be honest, I'm not done with the amateurs either. I need to lose some weight, but I want to get back to it. But I'm not getting any younger, so I just want to fight.
Yeah.
If it ever does go to the pros, let's see. But
now it's
I'm
just
not going
more
to kid
so-
myself and say, I'm going to become professional.
Yeah.
But I want to have as many amateur fights as I can.
And
That
that was
my
good.
plan.
I mean, you know, when I saw that photo of you holding the title,
Yeah.
it's an amazing feeling because
Yeah.
you represent
Yeah.
Sikhi. You know,
Yeah.
you have uncut
100%.
hair. It's a brilliant thing to see. It's like when Indabasi won his regional title. It's one of those things that we can look up and be proud of.
Yeah.
And Gully, who should have, you know, the British
Should
title,
have that
all
a
day,
fight
yeah.
that he won.
Yeah.
But that's boxing for you.
Do you know what? It just makes Gully's fight even bigger. So when he does win it now, it's going to have even more
Yeah,
exposure.
100%.
We saw Gully yesterday. He came to the PBC event as well,
Mm.
supporting. And yeah, man, look, we want the kids to get on the mainstream stages. Like when Gully went when Gully fought Reese, look what he said. He praised good night, did you?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So we want that, Hannah. But there's a really important point I want to mention here. A bit of a rant as well, that, you know, as a community, I kind of feel like we get to a certain level and then we palm it off to another community. We do something that's going well and then we like branch it off. Why are we not confident with what we do? And I'll give this as an example, right? Let's look at GR8 or other grassroots initiatives, right? Grassroots, sometimes it's mentally, we look at grassroots, oh, that's the little crap thing, yeah? And then all these other organizations that you go on to, because you have to go through these organizations if you want to make a career of sport, that's the elite. And right here, right now, of course it is the elite, right? But the grassroots stuff, if that's got a ceiling limit, why are we not touching that ceiling limit? Why is the grassroots stuff we're doing, why shouldn't it be the best of the best at grassroots? Legislation, frameworks, safety, performance. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
So
100%.
sometimes I kind of feel like we got this mentality where when we're going somewhere, or we're about to achieve something, it's like, oh, I can't go that extra mile now. Here, give it to somebody else, or you take care of it, or another community. There's a reason why, broadly speaking, Punjab was the last state the British had conquered. You know?
Yeah.
Look at it. We've got everything. We've got everything in us. Look at our gurus. Look at our history. and then we put a limit on ourselves.
Yeah.
Why, like, these organizations, and look, wrestling, boxing, kickboxing, Thai boxing, whatever, let's make a federation at the top, KSF, Khalsa Sporting Federation.
Yeah.
Underneath, you've got your GR8 boxing, GR8 fighters, you've got your wrestling, you've got your kickboxing, Thai boxing, and the ones that want to go to amateur, the ones that want to go to pro, push them through, support them, catapult them. But the ones that stay in these organizations, let's make it official. Let's get governance, make a proper professional body for the band, for the community as well. Because not everyone is going to be professional.
Yeah.
Not everyone is going to be an amateur.
That's true.
And the ones that are still here, why are we looking down at grassroots like it's some lowly thing?
Yeah.
No, we need to change our mindset.
Yeah.
100%.
No, it's mad what you said about when the British were like taking over, and even the stuff that you see, their statements, like the spies and stuff. You see their statements, the stuff they were saying that these are like lions, and even what they had to do to Dasam Maharaj, to Dasam Bani, and and there was even a point that they said we might have to retreat. There was a time where in the midst of the battle they were like we might have to go, and then it was through them like having to Geordie, send some agents, and a message was meant to be delivered from Hari Singh Nalwa to Maharaj Niranjit Singh, but it didn't get back to them because of the spy. Someone basically faked them. Things like that to actually break us. But the spirit was never broken.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
knew they had to put doubt into your faith.
Yeah.
Because when the sayings have faith, they can't be broken.
Yeah.
They have to make them doubt their faith.
Yes, 100%. And if you look at it, yes, we can talk about bravery, courage, honor, all of that all day long about our history, but we never talk about how intelligent we were. If you look at the Raj, Maharaja Ranjit Singh, Banda Singh Bahadur, look at Guru Sahib's time, we were intelligent people.
Tactical.
We were tactical. We've come to a point that we've kind of lost our bottle a bit.
Yeah.
We've kind of lost our identity a bit.
Yeah.
That we should be out there. Yes, we should be humble, but we can do anything we want to do. And whatever we will do, it will be the best that it can be. Do you know what I mean? And I think that, through as organizations, we are capable. And I feel that sometimes we feel we're not capable.
Yeah. Nah, facts. Like even like you're talking about, we have to be smart and intelligent. Even like starting, something that you've done, like Pradhan Minister and that of GR8. It's not easy. You have to have a strategy in place, and you have to, you have to be organized. You can't just be like, you know what?
Who did he want to fight again? Who did he say he wants to fight off camera? I can't remember, but carry on. Go on.
All right, something we have to talk about now. We've got a table full of, Singhs who are basically trying to move the youth, the Panth. A few of you guys are coaches as well. Trying to move the youth in the right direction. And now something which sort of is a little bit of a bump in the road for the whole community is the recent Henry Nowak situation. So let's talk about it. Let's straight up talk about it. What our thoughts are on it. What psychologically, what are the things that make someone do something like that, and what's led this to that? What do we need to do to prevent something like this happening again? If I just quickly start off, I think it's insecurity. I think straight insecurity from the aggressor in this situation, and it comes down to not having. I think you mentioned at the start about Gatka having to know hand-to-hand combat, and it's that you got to have confidence. Use the weapons Maharaj has given you initially, use those first, 100%. And then so that you then know. I think there's something about Maharaj would tell us. There's I think it was Guru Hargobind Singh Ji Maharaj, Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji, who basically said that it's like even after 2 strikes, they wouldn't respond. It would be the third one. They'd be like, okay, now I'm gonna retaliate. So I think it's things like you have to have you gotta have the intellect. You got to have the understanding and the confidence to be like, you know what, I don't need to react now. I know when to react, know what force to use. And martial arts teaches you that. A good Ustad teaches you that. And maybe Vikram was lacking that. But yeah, what's your thoughts on this? Let's start off with, what do you think?
It goes without saying what happened shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
It could have completely been avoided. There's a saying that the safest fight is the fight that didn't happen. We have to be honest here. If you're not strong enough, got some pride issues, ego issues, if you're not strong enough to walk away from a situation that could result in conflict, then you have to defend yourself with your hands.
Yeah.
And if you're not capable of doing that, then walk away.
Yeah.
Someone's saying things to you, someone's antagonizing you and things like that, it should never, ever result into pulling out a blade. Ever. In fact, it shouldn't even result in a fight. And your response has to be controlled. It has to be controlled and it has to be proportionate. And this is why martial arts, we're taught about control, aren't we?
Yeah.
So when you have that control, you have that discipline, you would probably think, I don't need this, I'm just going to chip.
Yeah.
I'm just going to walk.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because you're like, I don't need to prove myself, yeah?
Yeah.
My advice to the youngsters is, look, in situations like that, you're not weak.
Yeah.
You know, you're not a wimp, you're not a coward. Just walk away. And if it results in conflict and you have to defend yourself with your fists.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Right, simple. For me, I don't know, what do you think?
Well, what happened, it was terrible, of course. The issue we've got is, obviously we don't know the full story, but from what we do know, the last thing you want to do is take someone's life.
I think, look, he obviously he's a Sikh, but he doesn't represent all of us as well. At the same time, I know as a Sikh you do, but his actions don't represent
100%.
what we are as Sikhs. Like, if you look at our history in the country, when has that ever happened before?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think it's a difficult situation. Like you said, Rajdeep, we don't know what happened in the altercation. And I feel sorry for Henry's family, right? You don't want no one to die.
Yeah.
But like you said, Baji, never... Well, that should be your... Not last resort. That shouldn't even... You shouldn't be thinking about that.
Yeah.
You know, use your hands first or something,
Yeah.
or just walk away, try to
Yeah.
avoid it. Nowadays, as fighters, I don't know about you guys, we all know combat. I try to avoid conflict.
Yeah.
Even if someone says something to me, I'm just like, I don't need this today.
Yeah.
I don't want to fight.
I'm
It's
just
just going to
saying,
cause
yeah.
me stress. You know.
Yeah.
So,
I see. If they're attacking, our family, things like that, then obviously that's different. But just saying something to us, we saw that video recently. We actually reacted to it, and this guy jumped out his car in Birmingham, and there's 3 Gorde were basically being racist to him.
I saw that Indian guy with his wife.
And his wife, and she was like getting in the way. Firstly, that was crazy. Like,
He's putting her in danger as
put her
well.
in danger. Get her in the car. And you know what? Get in the car and you get in the car and dip.
Just go,
Just
innit?
go.
Yeah.
Free bond there. You're lucky that they turned out to be
Saints
cowards.
come. Yeah.
Even the Gorde turned out to be cowards, basically. But he's lucky. Like, you're standing there just calling them out and whatnot. He's just trying to basically say, I ain't gonna let you. I ain't gonna let you. I rate the courage.
Yeah.
I rate the courage, but you gotta be smart. in this.
It's about making intelligent decisions. Like, you got to scope out the situation. Like, because there is a time where if someone steps to you, you have to step back.
Yeah.
There is a time where if you're put in a corner and there's nowhere out, you got to fight.
Self-defense.
Do you know what I
isn't
mean?
it?
Complete self-defense. So 100%, it all depends on the situation, the circumstances. And we should be intelligent enough. I think Rajdeep mentioned earlier, we were talking about this in the car, that the responsibility of having a dastard, having a shastar, etc. You can elaborate on.
When you wear your dastard, when you wear shastar, in a way you do represent the Sikh Qawm. But in this situation, when it seems to be a one-on-one conflict, if you can't walk away, there's no reason to take someone's life. If you've got an issue with this guy, then you need to hash it out. The truth is, we don't know what was said. That footage hasn't been released. We don't know if he was making racist remarks or if he did pull off his dastard. We don't know. But the way we're taught is you defend yourself with your hands.
But even, it doesn't matter what the kid said. It doesn't matter how bad it was what he said. It should never, ever resort in that. Never. Do you know what I mean?
One thing I do want to add is, training a combat sport, you end up knowing the consequence of violence, and that's not even to the full extent of it. So when you get in a situation where, I don't know the full details of the story, but it seems like what it was just words that were exchanged, just a male ego. If you know the extent and how bad violence can get, you tend to avoid it.
Yeah.
So that's why combat sports is so important.
Yeah. And look, this is coming from fighters.
Yeah.
All of us all 5 of us on this table have competed.
Yeah.
And we're saying avoid it.
Yeah.
We're saying there's another option, there's another choice. It was a bad choice.
So why is it that with this situation, like everyone's turned into like a Sikh thing, and you know, like it just seems a bit toxic?
Great question. From what I can see, it's passing the blame. Because when you watch the footage, the police have done a really, you know, a disservice to Henry. You know, they've not acknowledged the fact that he's injured, and ultimately you could say that's what caused his death.
Yeah.
And that hasn't really been acknowledged by the media.
Yeah.
They wanted to pass the blame to somebody else. Now, Singhs have been wearing kurbans for 75 years. We fought hard to get it legalized, and you've never seen one incident. So now, when something has happened, people are saying it was a different Shastra. If I wanted to go out and buy a kitchen knife, I could do it. Yeah. And if I wanted to stab someone, I can do it. That's accessible. So, in 75 years, we've never seen an incident. Banning the kurban is not going to make a difference in knife crime because it was never involved in knife crime.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I think it's a lack of education as well. I think a lot of people come out saying we didn't know Sikhs even had a group.
Yeah, it's mad.
And I was like, what? You didn't know? But I think correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't his local Gurdwara also report him? That's what I saw as well.
Yeah, they
so like
did
our
have
own
to.
community had said that he was already a bit unhinged or a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't use one Sikh just to represent our whole community.
Yeah.
If we look at white people as an example, if one white person did something wrong,
Yeah.
do we assume that every white person now is
That's right.
bad?
No,
Yeah.
but if you've made a good point there. If you look at this, right, look at Muslim, for example, right?
Yeah.
Since 9/11, what we've experienced in 3 weeks, they've experienced for over 20 years.
You say that, Baji, but
Yeah.
even Sikhs suffered after 9/11.
No,
as well.
Yeah.
but what I'm trying to, like the intention was never, he's a Sikh, I'm going to go for him.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
intention
yeah.
was always,
He's a Muslim.
He's a
Yeah,
Muslim.
yeah.
Now I'm going to
That's
do
true.
this. So what we've been going through now, the last 3-4 weeks, Muslim have been going through for 20 plus years,
True.
right? And you can see they're just at that stage now where they've been having this abuse and painted all as one, where they've conditioned to it and they're like, yeah, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Whereas with us, we've been quite rattled and we've been going to probably having conversations about things where we don't need to have conversations about going to places, letting them control the narrative. Like if you look at media, right? Like these guys need clicks.
Everything.
It's all about monetary value.
Sikh.
Yeah. So we're kind of falling into this whole thing where we're talking about issues that are completely irrelevant to what happened. What is relevant is in X amount of years, 100 years, whatever it is, an incident that's happened once. That's the only relevant thing. Stick to the topic, talk about that. And there's been lots of other things where we're going into conversations, justifying ourselves on things that we don't even need to talk about.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Obviously, people have been talking to like media and referring to Sikhs fighting in the wars and sort of using that to say, you know, we're good people. So are you sort of against that?
See, like, for me, they're two completely separate situations. Like, Sikhs fighting in the wars is completely irrelevant to what happened that day.
Yeah.
It has no bearing on what happened during that case. Someone's made a mistake. He's committed a horrific crime. And there'll be justice for it.
Yeah.
We'll be convicted for it.
Yeah.
Whether we fought in the wars or whether we didn't fight in the wars has absolutely nothing to do with what happened. Now, now if I look on the flip side, I think a lot of the comments coming about the wars is, it's like having credit in the bank. You're basically saying, listen, this happened, but we fought in the wars, we fought for your country, we got some credit in the bank.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to flip the scenario to you lot, right? At the moment, a lot of the Hung Singhs are getting trashed. A lot of the Hung Singhs are like, our own community is saying they. So if the soldiers that fought in the British wars have got credit in the bank, how much credit in the bank do the Hung Singhs have who fought for Guru Sahib? And if they didn't do the Qurbaniya that they did, we wouldn't be here today.
Yeah.
Just think about that,
That does make sense
for a
when
second here.
when you put it in that perspective.
Look, and I know, the whole situation about bang, about intoxicants, all this stuff coming online. You've got some good responsible people. You got by Man Singh, by Jasmeet Singh, by Gulvinder Singh. You know, sorry if I've missed anyone. I'm sure these people will take care of some of these issues and take care of some of these situations. But I think as a Qawm, the same thing that we're complaining about, like all of us are on trial for one person's actions, it feels like we put the whole Nahang circle on trial over one person. So we're hypocrites.
Yeah.
The same thing we're complaining about, we're doing
That's
it
what we're
to
doing,
ourselves.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I think, like, look, stick to the topic. Don't let the media control the narrative, you know? And, like, did you ever hear Muslim come out in 20 years and say, we fought in the wars?
My only thing to that is that I completely agree with what you said, by the way. My only thing to that is when people say that, the Muslims haven't treated the situation like this, it might head on like, why would we even want to look at another community as an example? This is just devil's advocate.
No, we should look at the other community because we've joined in and done it to the other community. We've joined in when the Muslim community is getting trashed.
Yeah.
How many people, Sikhs, have joined in?
But a lot haven't as well.
A lot haven't, but a lot have too.
Yeah.
Where it's like, because the spotlight is not on us, it's on the Muslims after 9/11.
Yeah.
Everyone's jumped on the bandwagon. Now, for the first time, the spotlight is on
On us.
us,
Yeah.
and we've been rattled. The media is playing a very, very clever game here. They're exploiting the situation rather than going into all these different areas of conversation. We just have to keep bringing it back to that one thing. And look, I didn't hear Muslim say, yeah, but we fought in the wars. I think they're sick of it now. They're just at that point now where it's like,
They're probably just used to it. For us, it's not normal for
No.
Sikhs on the, big news channels on the wider scale to be sort of targeted.
yeah.
And I think I don't think it's completely wrong to sort of because some people are uneducated nowadays to remind people that, you know what, like we're the race that actually protect people. And just a little reminder, we don't have to keep going and keep doing like sorry statements, which a lot of people are doing.
Yeah.
But there's a little bit of education, give the education out there. But yeah, not to say we have to keep making it a Sikh issue, adding fuel to the fire.
It's actually really isn't a Sikh issue. It's a knife crime issue. And if you look at the last 40, 50 convicted killers, many of them have English names and have white skin. The comparison, if you want to make a comparison between this case and other cases, is unparalleled. Like, it's absolutely crazy. Look at how that family have taken this.
Yeah.
Just look at the class of how that family have taken
A lot
this.
of class, yeah.
They're not trying to cause a race war. They're not trying to exploit the situation. Some of these leaders talking about there's too many Polish people in the country, too many immigrants in the country.
Yeah.
So when it suits them, someone's English,
Yeah.
and when it suits them, someone's Polish. The media is playing a game. Don't fall into that game, and just keep to the topic on the subject. It's knife crime, and it's happened once, and that's it.
I think most people that know Sikhs, they'll know that this is not a Sikh problem. I think the people that say this is a problem, they're obviously have other agendas already.
But
You could
why
say-
do you think the media is doing this?
Don't know. I think, like you said, clicks. But also, we over the last not few years, it's been a while, but now like we have like reform, etc., coming up. I think they're using that to their advantage. You know, like you saw what Farage said as well. Rage, like who says that? When I think when it was a white victim.
What do you mean?
Yeah, white
Yeah.
offender. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, it was like tell the we need to relax. Like let the police do their job.
Yeah.
So fits into their agenda.
Yeah, but it is a wake-up call for all of us that are voting reform and
That's true as well,
some of these other groups, because like look how quickly everyone turned.
Yeah.
You know, and I was speaking to a Muslim guy about this the other day, and I was like, some of your communities joined in with them.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, that's what you lot have been doing.
Yeah, it's
When
true.
the spotlight was on us,
Yeah.
you lot joined in, and now spotlight's on you. Some of us are joining. But what I said is, yeah, but it's about divide and conquer. And if these people come in power, you lot are the first out. That's what they will do.
That's what.
And you know what? And we've been like joining in like with this, we toe the line sort of community. We out as well.
Yeah.
Let's be honest about this. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's a wake-up call for everyone. You know, if you asked me like 10 years ago, are we doing enough as a community for our kids, right? Like from a martial arts point of view, I say no.
Yeah, no.
You know now,
It's different, man.
no excuse. Look how
Yeah.
much boxing classes, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like over 20 clubs, look at wrestling, look at
Yeah.
kickboxing, Thai boxing. Now it's over to the parents.
Yeah.
Are you taking your kids to these classes?
Yeah.
Are you teaching them about discipline? Because
Yeah.
ultimately it's that discipline which will affect your reaction in a difficult situation.
Yeah, it's becoming a trend now. Parents taking their kids to classes now. It's just parents talk and like, yeah, my kid goes here, and it's more happening. Like when I was a kid, you know, I'm very lucky that my dad took me to a martial arts class, but it never used to happen with like not many of my other friends at the same thing. So I think this is a nice little trend. Obviously with GR8, you know, on a massive scale that it is, it's just gonna keep getting better. So there isn't much excuse. As much as things look dark, you know.
Yeah.
I think
You've got to look at the positives as well.
I think there's some good positives out there, man.
Yeah,
And this is a big one itself. I really want to talk about the titles we have, like
Yeah. Go
each,
for it.
each one. But before we finish off the podcast, so let's talk about each one. Why you decided to make? Also, who's fighting for each one, firstly, and then.
Well, it's hard without having a schedule. It's hard for to talk about who's fighting for each one. But
Yeah.
there's 15 title fights. This is a one-off, by the way. There's not going to be 15 title fights every other show because it was 10 shows.
Yeah.
It was decided that we go for something special, something different, something unique. At the 15 title fights, there's 3 female title fights,
Yeah.
12 male title fights, and the belts are across multiple weight divisions, which is why you need so many
Yeah.
of them. So behind Aman Singh, we have the chief
Yes.
Sardar Hari Singh Nalua
Yeah.
title, and you know that you could say it's kind of like it replicates the green WBC. It's like the belt,
Oh,
innit?
yeah.
So I've always wanted to get a green belt. Do you know what I mean? So, and then behind Gagan, we have the Baba Tara Singh Van title as well. If you don't know much about Baba Tara Singh Van, you need to look at a podcast that Man Singh did.
Yeah.
Moving on, we've got Baba Banda Singh Bahadur Ji, we've got Bidbi Sharanko, and like the females that are taking part, they're really buzzing about this as well. And it was really important for me to like keep it balanced, but also inspire the females and think, oh no, the guys keep getting all these title shots. Now it's time to get some title shots for the females as well. And then we have Baba Deep Singh Ji.
Yeah.
So, look, let's be honest. We could sit here and have hundreds of names on these
Yeah,
belts.
yeah.
We've got such a rich history of
Yeah.
amazing sacrifice.
Yeah.
But you know, these are the names that we come up with, and I think some fights that you guys or everyone listening, you really want to look out for. There's one Sim Singh from
Oh yes.
GC Boxing against Tajmor Singh from Switzerland.
Wicked
Nice.
fight.
That guy was
Firework.
good.
Fight, that's going to be a belter. That's for the that's for the welterweight title.
Yeah.
And then you have Rajan Singh from GC Boxing against Gurjeet Singh from G&G Birmingham. A very, very good fight as well. And, you know, there's some actually great rivalry at the moment. But there's great brotherhood. So, like, GC, G&G, you know, they've had some cracking fights in the last few shows. But there's that respect.
That's what
brotherhood.
brings people together, man.
It's wicked. I want to talk about in the female title fights as well. We've got Manrita against Dayako
Yeah.
from GC as well. That's going to be a really, really good fight. And, you know, these are older females as well. And we've also put a title on the junior title, Bibi Sharanko, for G&G Smevik. It's a Simran Kaur against Ranit Kaur from G&G Gravesend. So we tried to keep this fair. We tried to keep it balanced. I think some other crazy fights to look out for is Harvey's fighting Aaron from GC. They had a really close fight in Birmingham just gone. So it's actually a rematch. We've got the heavies, a first ever representation from Peterborough, Dilip Singh. Is fighting Dajbir Singh. But there's so many.
There's a lot, man.
We could be here, like, there's so many fights, but it's going to be a cracking show. Maharaj Gedbar, you know, good advocate for boxing, and it's only growing. I think this show, we had, at the end of it, we had 170 applications. Now, this isn't a disrespect to any other sport, right? You can get them numbers in many other sports. This is a brutal sport.
Yeah.
We had 170 Punjabi kids apply. You know how insane that is?
Crazy.
Crazy.
And 100 of them, minimum 100 of them, are fighting on July 12th.
Wow.
Unreal.
Credit to you,
No,
Baji.
no, that's
Honestly,
credit to
organised,
everyone. Credit to
honestly.
everyone involved.
Everyone, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So,
And this show is no alcohol being sold at these shows. This show is simply, as you can tell by the belts, to honor our Shaheed Singhs, honor our gurus,
Yeah.
right? Exactly how they want us to live.
Yeah.
You know, people used to do performances, a whole mahalla in front of Maharaj, mock bows in front of Maharaj, you know, and even push-ups in front of Maharaj.
Yeah.
And now this is what we're doing. And hopefully one day in front of Maharaj at Anandpur Sahib. And this is just beautiful. Like, how he's saying, we can't, all of us, you can tell, I know he doesn't like the bump, but we can't thank you enough. We
no,
can't
bro,
make that-
everyone's involved, and like without the coaches, without the fighters, without the Sangat, bro, without the people that help us fund the shows.
Yeah.
And when you look at the sponsors, the people in the community, it's hard times at the moment.
Yeah.
You know, it's been a hard slog putting this show on, but a lot of people are still coming forward saying, let's do it, let's go for it, no matter what, because of the impact it's having on the kids.
Yeah,
Do you know
it's
what I mean?
their das as well. And I remember you used to, the advice you gave me as well, every day, just keep going,
Yeah.
just keep doing your das. When we first started Sikh Project, you were like, keep doing your das. And
Yeah, man.
that's probably what you're doing with GR8 as well.
Yeah.
And just look how things are just working. Everyone's getting together. Just the communities that are built from it, even just GC Boxing, just like you said, how many fighters they got coming.
It's crazy.
What, like 30 fighters sometimes?
I think they've had over 30 fighters apply, which is mad.
That's
Like,
crazy.
Wow.
we've also we've been approached by a European country to go abroad in September.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you're hearing this now, exclusive. There'll be more news on it hopefully soon, whether that may or may not happen. So literally round the corner. And look, I think if that happens, because you gotta walk before you can run, you know? Maybe dabble a few more European countries. But then, you know, once you've hit America, Canada, Punjab, you could say then it's a global movement.
Yeah.
So right now it's completely a national movement. Once we start hitting Europe, then we're going up that ladder to be a global brand. And, you know, I'd love to see this in Canada. I'd love to see this in America, Australia, and you
Canada,
know,
I think, need it.
Yeah, Canada need it.
yeah, you know.
They want to go good for top right now.
So
That's all they
like,
got.
so for me, it's like, look, you know, if the network, if we can somehow make this happen, for me, the goalposts are changing all the time, and they should. The progression is key for me. But to take this brand and to inspire other Punjabis worldwide, it has to be the target now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, brilliant. Have we got any closing statements from any of you guys? Before we...
Thanks for having me here.
No, thank you lot for.
Yeah, I just want to thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah. Bro, no, thank you lot for coming, man. Like, dragged you out all the way to.
Yeah. Oh,
Then again-
literally around the country, these are. Up
Bedford,
north, yeah.
Leeds, Wolverhampton, Derby,
North.
And
Hayes, around the corner, chilling. But no, to be fair,
you did organise the studio.
It's an amazing studio. We sat here in Chelsea today, and a fantastic studio. And thank you guys, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and honestly, it's a credit to you guys first putting yourselves out there. That's why it's great. The Huddy thing, you know, it was a good idea getting these lot on here. First guys to put themselves to the test. And it's, like I said, honour to be around you guys and have your lot sangat.
And
So, yeah.
Thank you for having us.
These lot are saying as well, like, you know, GR8, but honestly, these lot made it.
Yeah.
And I said this to him on the phone multiple times, haven't I?
Yeah.
You lot made it happen. You know, in that first show, if it flopped, there's no GR8. These lot stepped forward. These lot made it happen. So, like, Mara's done so much blessings on these things, man.
And it's not easy, like, in front of your family. You know, sometimes an amateur fight can be less nerve-wracking than doing a community fight.
It's true. It's true.
Because you got the whole
Right.
community watching, innit? Yeah. They're the
And
scariest.
it's going on YouTube as well.
Like you have it with karate tournaments, kickboxing. There's multiple rings, multiple mats.
Yeah.
No one's really paying attention to you.
Yeah.
This is almost like a pro fight where everyone's coming
Yeah,
to
it's
see
true.
you.
It's
All
good.
eyes are on you.
It's tough. It's tough, man. And thank you so much, guys. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
thank you.
So, guys, the show on July the 12th. The link for tickets will be in the bio. If you're not got your ticket, definitely get it. We'll see you there. And thank you so much. Thank you to everybody. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, guys. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.